All right, everybody, what is going on? Happy Saturday. And for those of you in Canada, happy Thanksgiving weekend. And for those in the States that are going to be happening shortly after, happy American Thanksgiving to you as well. I am Athalagos, the XP Viking, ready to dive into another Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred session. Towards the end of last stream, I swapped some pieces of gear out just to do a little bit of testing. I did a bunch of dungeons, not dungeons, but a bunch of pits on tier 41, and I kept swapping pieces out, looking at the timers, seeing what was working and what wasn't working. I think I've got a set of gear that's working pretty nicely right now. So today we're going to focus on maximizing that even more, grinding out paragons, hopefully getting some gear upgrades, working on our glyphs as well. We got to fine tune which ones we're using. That being said, let's jump into it. We had a couple blue screen crashes the last couple of days. So yesterday I went into the options and adjusted a couple settings, just a smidge. Don't think it really changed much as far as the visual is concerned of the game, but definitely it feels like it's helped the game run a little better. I think what was happening was there was just so many mobs and architectures and spells going off that I think it's just, yeah, it's just, I don't know, something went sideways and it kept kicking me from the game. Probably like some games suffer from too many inputs. It seems like it only started happening since the server shutdown and the emergency patch or whatever that they did a couple days ago. Prior to that, never once had a problem with the game or the computer. So I'm thinking it probably has something to do with that, and it's not computer related, I hope. Last thing I want to deal with is issues with this computer, so we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed that we're not in a rare run like what we did the other day and end up losing it. So hope everybody's had a fantastic afternoon and a even better start to their evening. Not sure what time zones you're in. It's almost 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time where I am. Okay, so I swapped out. So originally I was running this helm, which I masterworked. I was running this necklace, which I masterworked, which I love the source size, the movement speed, the eagle, the attack speed. I was running this ring, and I was running these pants. I really loved the synergy that the build was doing. I just feel like it kind of plateaued around Torment 1. I was absolutely demolishing Torment 1. Getting into Torment 2, it was just taking too long to kill stuff. So I got lucky and I got this helm here. I haven't masterworked it yet because I'm still trying to figure out what route I want to go. But before I start upgrading more stuff, because it is a little bit on the expensive side. I went and took the Swordcast Vortex, and I went and I put it on the chest. I did lose the dodge on the chest, which kind of sucks because I'm sort of a little bit of a dodge, block, evade, overpower. Well, I'm overpowered now. I'm trying it out. I don't really notice. It's hard to say whether or not the overpower is really connecting as hard as it should, just for the simple fact that right now I'm not really synergized for overpower. I only have 214% overpower damage, whereas my critical strike's through the roof, my all damage is through the roof. So yeah, I'll need to figure out how to squeeze out some more overpower, and maybe then I'll start to notice a difference. As far as triggering this one here, it's a non-starter. I have so much attack speed that whenever I'm triggering the Druid Earthen Bulwark Barrier, I need to spend around, I think, 400 resources. Around 400, 350, 400 resources, which doesn't take that long. So to do 275, it's really easy for me to do. So I swapped this out. This is a new piece that I'm running. This is a new piece that I'm running as well, too. Just because with my current build, the way I have it set up is I'm running Eagle Spirit with the Jaguar. The Jaguar is giving me ferocity stacks. I have I have passive ability talents that also give me, I think the ferocity stack one is like, where is it? There's one that like gives me ferocity stacks, and I can't remember. This one gives me damage reduction per resolve. This one gives me life on kill per ferocity stack. This one gives me vigor on a cast, but I can't remember. This one here, you gain 10% block chance after standing still. Block damage reduction, and block damage reduction is higher there. Some poison stuff here, but I feel like there's something in here where it's synergizing. It's synergizing with dodge, and I just can't remember where it is. I feel like every time I try to get in here and figure out where my skills are to like, oh yeah, right here. Okay, so gain 100% dodge chance during evade, and whenever you dodge, you gain 3% critical strike. Or sorry, you gain 30% critical strike. So essentially, whenever I dodge, my dodge is through the roof. The reason why I have it through the roof is so when I'm not proccing evade, the dodge is still going to be high enough to keep me alive for the most part. So right now, when I've got my dodge, I'm sitting at, I think, like 30. So I'm sitting at 21.5%. As soon as I evade, I'm at 47.6%. But then I've got other talents and stuff as well too. Hold on, I wasn't even out of town. That's why. Okay, never mind. So I'm at 30% dodge when I'm out of town. When I dodge, I go up to 147%. Which is just, it's well over cap, but again, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So the build is like synergized pretty well for the most part. I don't really know what meta is right now because I'm not looking at guides. I'd prefer to not look at guides and cheese builds and do what everybody else is doing. That's not my style. Not taking that away from anybody else that's doing it, because hey, build your character however you want. For me, I like to explore the game, especially with a new class. I want to figure out where its weaknesses are, where its strengths are, and learn how to really play the class. The cool thing about it is this weapon here, I've got some of the best in slot weapons, but honestly, this one is just, it's just, for me, I just think it's way too dominant. The chance of the touch to death to reinfect is high, critical damage is high, damage to elites. The eagle damage and the critical strikes with score skills grant you the attack speed. This is the bread and butter of the build. Because we've got this one here where every time you critically strike, you regain 50% of the vigor you've spent in the last 2 seconds. Now, what I'm doing is I'm purposely keeping the quill volley at the most expensive it can be. I'm trying to avoid cost reduction as much as possible, because the more expensive it is, the quicker we're going to proc the earthen bulwark, and the quicker we're going to proc the overpower. And more of the, and in return, we're going to get a better return on the, you regain 50% of the vigor you spent in the last 2 seconds. So if I'm attacking like 5 times every second and I'm spending at maximum value, just the math on it alone is going to be very, very, very high. So you double that, I'm essentially at full resources all the time. So you're guaranteed that the bulwark is going to proc. You're guaranteed that the overpower is going to proc. I also swapped out the pants. Again, while moving, you gain 22% dodge. After dodging, you get 273% damage for 4 seconds. Because we're always dodging, we're always getting that damage buff. That's a massive amount of damage. And then also, after standing still for 2 seconds, you become unstoppable until you move. And again, when you look at our skills here, we've got the unstoppable synergy, which is, where are you? Unstoppable synergy. I believe it's up here somewhere. Where are you hiding? Where is unstoppable? Right here. You deal 4% increased damage while unhindered or unstoppable. So pretty much I've got the build sort of synergized around whether I'm moving or whether I'm standing still static. I've always got defense and I've always got damage increases. This helm here, tons of flat damage reduction, tons of movement speed. Again, according to the secondary spirit hall, your skills are additionally jaguar, eagle, or centipede when you're using the other one. Your skills deal 20% increased damage per spirit type they have. So what I've gone and done is, for me, the play style that I'm doing is I'm doing sort of a cooldown heavy spam build. So because I'm using this one here, whenever I evade, I'm flinging storm feathers. The storm feathers are doing a heck of a lot of damage. Also, it makes targets invulnerable. All my skills are now eagle skills. And because I'm using the seeker, I'm using the talent further down in the tree that gives you 3 casts of this. And whenever you consume your most recent cooldown, it reactivates it, and within 5 seconds you can free cast it 3 times. So essentially, if I stagger it, I can cast this 3 times, this 3 times, this 3 times, and by the time I'm done that rotation, this skill is back off cooldown and I can cast it again. Similarly, I went for the spirit swap on this one here for the secondary for Jaguar, because I want the increased ferocity stacks, and gain a stack of ferocity whenever you kill or damage a boss. So on a boss, it's up 100% of the time. When you're not against a boss and you're killing enemies, it's up all the time. And what that's going to do is it's going to synergize with this little beauty here. 6 all stats per ferocity or resolve. While you have at least 4 stacks of ferocity, you gain vigor. Gaining ferocity also gains resolve. Now, because I've constantly have permanent ferocity, I also, by way of synergy, have permanent stacks of resolve. Yes, the tooltip says you can hold up to 8 stacks, and every time you take direction, it consumes a stack. But because I'm attacking so fast, I'm gaining ferocity so fast that every time I lose a resolve, I quickly put that resolve stack back on because of ferocity. So I've always got maximum attack speed. I've always got as much damage reduction as possible. I'm still running the Rakanoth's Wake. I love these boots. They just work extremely well. Because all the damage I'm doing is non-physical, it's a no-brainer. I'm currently in Torment 2. The Resist All is doing phenomenally well. Even if I take off this one, which is 25% Resist All, I'm still maxed out on most of them. These ones have dipped down a little bit, but for now, I'm worried about what I can do for the Torment that I'm in. I can always look at, for these 3 here, if I go to Torment 3, I can remove my res all gems, and I can put a focus cold res, a focus poison, and a focus shadow res, which is probably what I'll end up doing. The added velocity stacks, amazing. The added defense skill, amazing. And then the added 2 to core skills, also amazing. Essentially, I pretty much just removed the gear that I currently had, which was giving us thrash stacks. And we had cooldown reduction on here. We had nourish there. We had that one there. I had another piece of gear that had defensive on it, which is my chest. So we're doing pretty good stat balance wise. I'm not too worried. But yeah, other than that, let's get into it and see what we can run. Hey, Dez, what's happening, brother? Made something for you. Appreciate you, man. Let me I see you messaging me on Discord. Let me take a look. We can knock it out later on if you want. Yeah, for sure. Dude, that's sick, man. Bro, what the hell, man? That's badass. It's like you literally went into my mind and like sucked it out and was just like, I'm gonna put my artistic merit to like the task, and like you just like literally like you nailed it, dude. That's so cool. Man, that light, oh, it's just like, it's like bathing in it. Oh, dude, that's so crazy. Man. Dude, that's sick. That's so cool, man. I see, you know, I'm so inspired about stuff like that because I'm not an artistic guy. I never have been. It's just, it's not, I'm artistic in different ways, but when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's just like I can geek out on that all day. Soundbite, hold on, let me take a listen here. Yes, that's cool, man. That's really cool. Yeah, that's really cool, man. That's so cool, dude. That's wicked, man. I love it. That's so cool. And it's what's even funnier is like when you look at this, it's like it really works with the blue and the lightning on this, because like honestly, I don't think I'm going to change this overlay because this overlay just synergizes with with everything so amazingly well with what I'm looking to do as far as like a concept and a scheme that works with it, man. You fucking nailed it, dude. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. Oh man. Yeah, man. Send it over to me. I'll listen to it off stream just because I have Discord integrated in here, and even if I mute Discord because I have it set up on the desktop audio capture, it'll take too long to try to go in there and mute everything. So send it to me, and I promise you I'll listen to it when I'm off stream. That way we keep it private. But yeah, man, send it over to me. I'm definitely down to take a listen to it. Definitely down to take a listen to it. How's your day been going? How do I get rid of this thing? I don't want to have this thing up. What the hell? I guess maybe I'll let the... Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm not sure how long ago you messaged me in the chat. I was kind of deep diving, just kind of nerding out on my changes to my build and just kind of taking it for a walk. But yeah, I mean, I lost some cool synergies with the build that I really like the damage to the elites and the cooldown reduction. Because as you'll see, 11.6 seconds cooldown there. When I put this second on, we're now below 10-second cooldown, which is just amazing uptime. So it kind of did suck a little bit getting rid of that, but the fact is I wasn't doing the damage with this build that I needed to do to get into Torment 2, so I had to change it around. This one again too, losing the extra attack speed was you know, a little bit of a kick. This one here, we don't have this one masterworked at all, so it's possible we could get some damage increase there. All is not lost though, because we do get damage increase here. It's making up for a little bit. Obviously the damage to the elites is really juicy, and that's ideally what we wanted. And always having the extra pull is always good too. So whenever Vortex is on cooldown, you have a chance to do another pull, which is lovely. Lots of attack speed on this ring here that we sacrificed here for the dodge chance. The stacks of ferocity resolved. Just because I needed a little bit more survivability going into the higher torment. So I had to sacrifice, but I feel like the changes I made in the gear, especially with this one here, like every time I'm dodging that 273%, it is enough to sort of make up for the damage to the elites and make up for the flat damage we have on here. And I think that's it. So I believe the changes I made kind of have me covered across the board. Like I said, I did some testing throughout the night and swap things out and change things around, and I feel like for Torment 2, it's looking pretty solid right now. I am gonna have to figure out ultimately which one of these spirit combinations I want to land on, because what that means is when I go to the Paragon board, right now I'm using the glyph that increases the eagle damage, which is not going to change. But the second one that I'm using is increases incarnate skills, which I believe works for the one that I'm currently using, Jaguar. But the problem is I don't think incarnate is exclusive to Jaguar, because this skill says incarnate on it. My other damaging skills don't say incarnate, so it's possible that going that route is probably not the best. And I've already upgraded this one to I think I'm like rank, what am I? I'm rank 33, so I've upgraded it pretty high. But the reason why I did that was for the flat damage, and the dealing damage with your Gorilla, Jaguar, Eagle, or Centipede skills increases all damage you deal for 10 seconds, stacking once per spirit. So that being said, when you look at keep that in mind, Gorilla, Jaguar, Eagle, or Centipede, it stacks. My quill says Eagle, but when I'm out of town, which again I'll show you, I don't know why it doesn't apply it when you're in town. It's weird. I don't know if it's just a visual glitch or bug, or if it's intended to be like that. But as soon as you're out of town and you can actually flag yourself in combat, now you'll see this is Eagle and Jaguar, Jaguar, Eagle, Eagle, Jaguar, Centipede, Jaguar, Eagle. And this is amazing because of the fact that this Touch of Death does so much poison stacking and healing, that now this one's going to get buffed by that rune 3 times over. The Gorilla, again, Gorilla, Jaguar, Eagle, Incarnate. And then we've got Eagle and Jaguar on this one as well. So we're getting a lot of synergy across the board. I'm not sure what I want to do with my next Paragon boards. I'm not optimized at all. I've literally... These 3 boards here are absolutely insane in my opinion. I don't have too much time in Diablo 4. I jumped into it as soon as I started to work on becoming a streamer because I love Diablo and I feel it's a game that I know a lot about, which allows me to share a lot of that history with everybody that's coming into the channel as well. I found, compared to my Barbarian of last season, these 3 pages have so much amazing synergy, so much flat damage, so much resist all, more flat damage, more flat damage. We've got resist alls, maximum lives, elite damage, like everything, dodge, armor. We've got block chance over here. We've got the maximum life, resist all. Over here we've got the dodge and the attack speed. So literally just these entire 2 pages just seem perfectly, like, look at all this damage to elites, damage to elites, damage to elites, damage to elites, flat damage, flat damage, flat damage, flat damage. Again, massive flat damage spikes with massive increases to our maximum life and stuff. I just feel like right now, you know, the points, like, sure, I could strip off all these other points and get more Paragon pages, which are going to open up more glyphs and more legendary nodes, which is going to be what I'm going to do in the future. But for now, until I have more glyphs leveled out and I know what I'm going to use, I'm just dumping points on these 3 Paragon boards to max out every maximum bonus I can get out of here without just simply wasting points into these little tiny normal nodes, because at a point they're just going to be useless. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's start running some stuff, and I'm going to quit yakking and we'll put the build to the test. Yeah, no worries. Been taking it a bit easy today, just playing some American Truck Simulator with some old friends. Hey, nice, man. One of my head chefs at the bar I work at, actually, he's been playing the Truck Simulator. He's been telling me all about it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. He was telling me how he got a truck stuck with a trailer in like the woods, and I'm like, yo man, why are you trying to pull an 18-wheeler through the woods? That's not where it belongs. And yeah, he's just having fun with it. Apparently there's another game with the same company coming out, where it's supposed to be like infrastructure simulator or something, where you build roads and towns and highways and other sorts of cool stuff. So yeah, he says he's learning how to do the truck simulators so he can start doing the infrastructure simulator whenever that one comes out. But that's cool, man. I will be right back, just because I got to grab the food that's on the stove. So stand by. I'm not sure why my cam feed, I'm looking at it over an OBS and I'm lagging pretty hard. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Could be something to do with game related, I don't know. But stand by, I'll be right back. All right, apparently I'm a dum-dum and forgot to turn the stove on. Oh man, I forgot to turn the stove on. So yeah, that happened. I mean, hey, what can you do, right? Let's go ahead and just jump into I almost feel like I want to try. Let's get into I think we get into an Infernal Hordes. Let's Let's get our feet wet. We're gonna go in the middle. We got a 6 capper, a 10 capper, and some 8 cappers. I think we're just gonna go right into the middle, and we're gonna jump into an 8 cap. I'm so excited for testing this build because the changes I made last night felt pretty good. So let's see what happens. So, I mean, our sheet DPS we're at what, almost 30,000, but I mean, just our overall survivability and just, yeah, I don't know, it feels really bursty. We just want to trigger as many events as we can, and then we're going to kill these elites after. Can we get one more? Can we get this last one down here? I don't think we got it in time. But as far as our survivability, I feel like we're good. Shields are constantly up. Feels good. Hellfire rains upon you. At the end, you gain. Yeah, I think we're going to go this one. I still want to stay away from anything that increases the council damage or elite damage. Normal mob damage, I'm okay with. But yeah, I want to stay away from anything that's going to be elite. But as you can see, I've got permanent uptime on my Thrash. I don't even need to cast it. I'm at maximum resources. And you'll notice here, I'm at maximum ferocity. And you'll notice here, I'm also at maximum resolve. I'm being attacked right now, and I'm losing a stack. But as soon as I lose a stack, I gain a stack. So yeah, we're pretty much permanent 20% damage reduction, plus the damage reduction that we have on our helmet as well. And now, mind you, none of that new gear has been masterworked. So, you know, that's only going to increase in value once I start doing that. But again, I wanted to play around with the build and sort of test it out before I start spending more resources on gear at random. Can I kill this before the timer goes off? Definitely we're not killing stuff as quickly as we were on Torment 1, but I still feel like going this tournament now is going to be the better option to go. We're going to go ahead and use our attack speed buff, which we weren't using at the start. That's going to help our build even better because we're attacking even faster. I forgot to equip one before we started. Normal monsters. I mean, wave start, spawn an etheric mass. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this one because killing the etheric masses is going to give us it's going to give us Aether as well as Hellborn, I guess is what they're called. Once we get that little tower buff, we're going to set it to killing an Aether spawns either an Aether Lord or a Hellborn, which is going to give us even more Aether. So essentially for the big chest, you want to aim for getting 250, and then whatever else you get from that is just going to be used for materials in the secondary chest. And because of the way we have our build set up, every time I attack something, I get an evade cooldown. So essentially, I almost have permanent uptime on evade. We need to get over here and kill this thing. We didn't have enough time to get the spire, so I'm just not going to worry about it. But yeah, this build feels way better. Even on Torment 1, I felt like there were still times where I was getting my health chunked a bit, but so far it doesn't seem like it's been a thing to worry about. Okay, so what do we got here? There we go. Hellborn are hunting you. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Hellborn are hunting you. Okay, so we're gonna go with this, and we're gonna empower this one to get as much poison spawning, because these poisons are gonna be what's gonna rip everything apart and keep us alive. All right, so we got a bunch of hell spawns. Let's go ahead and get some more going. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. At this point, my poison is killing those aetheric masses before I even have a chance to get to them because of the spread, and the spread is going rampant because of this one that I have on here, the 42.9% chance for it to spread. Yeah, it's insanely strong, which is why for me in the playstyle of the build I have, I don't really want to go with one of the best in slot unique weapons, just because I feel like the weapon that I've crafted for myself has so much synergy with my current build progression, and it serves me well. I mean, I'm not struggling on Torment 2, and I'm okay with farming that for now. I just started doing Torment 2 stuff yesterday, so we'll see how we progress, and as we sort of plateau out of Torment 2, we'll look at swapping some things out so we can get ourselves ready for Torment 3. Yeah, let's go. Yes. Give me 1 second. I'm not gonna pause the feed. I just hear my water boiling. I'm gonna go ahead. Good thing these things here aren't time gated, otherwise that would suck. So judging by the 3 of these ones here, Hellborn damage, slaying Hellborn invigorates you. I'm not going to worry about that one there. I'm going to do this one here where normal monster damage is increased because we're not worried about what those ones are hitting us with. Killing them spawns Aether events 50% faster. Essentially, that's what we want, is the faster events. More of the elites that are spawning, the more Aether we're going to get when we're killing them. All right. Give me 1 more second. Alrighty. Feast your eyes on that. I can't really tip it because otherwise it's going to spill all over the place, but we've got tiger prawn spicy ramen with tons of green onions and massive chunks of cremini mushroom. I love me some hearty ramen. Oh, makes my taste buds sing. All right, we're going to let that cool down for a hot minute. And we're going to go in. We're going to do this one here. We're going to invigorate this one. I always like to start each wave off with empowering as many poison stacks as I can, because that's what's going to help kill stuff when I can't get to the other side of the map. Right now, there's poison on the other side of the map doing work, doing its thing. And down here, I can keep track of how many swarms I have up. And as you can see, I constantly have 3 stacks of the swarms. So we just want to keep killing stuff as quickly as we can. But yeah, for Torment 2, we're just absolutely destroying, like, absolutely destroying. Now, if I swap out these crit gems and put, maybe put some overpowered gems in there, because I think the overpower, actually, I think you get more value than you do from the critical strike. I think the value is higher. It's like 50 or 60 something for the same level gem. I'll have to double check it though. We're gonna go ahead and do another Hellborn. I want nothing to do with the elite damage increase. Like I said, I'm not gonna risk it. There's no need for it. All right, let's go down here, put some poison on it. We're just spawning Aether event over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Yes. See, so every time we dodge, you can see I go from like 17,000 damage to over 20,000. That's going to be from that piece of gear that we're wearing. Where is it? The pants, where every time we dodge, we get that damage increase. Oh, we got a Paragoni point. Honestly, at this point, I don't have anywhere else to put it. I've sort of been putting it on these nodes here and these nodes here. Yeah, this one here, we'll put it. That way we get more eagle damage. And because we've got our synergy set up, all of our skills are doing eagle damage. So that's pretty much how I'm doing. Ooh, Aether Lords now spawn. Yeah, I think we're going to go. I think we're going to mess around with Aether Lords. We're gonna test our luck and see how we do against the Aether Lords on Torment 2. All right, we got an Banished Mauler. Where's the Aether Lord? Where is it? There's an Aether Lord. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty decent damage to it. I think we're doing pretty decent damage to it. And like I said, I'm so tanky right now that like really I'm not actually worried about dying. I'm gonna now have to figure out how I can add more damage to the build while keeping this level of tankiness, as it were, because that's the ultimate key, is to make sure you can survive, and then after that you make sure you can kill. All right, what do we got here? Slaying Hellborn invigorates you. Nah, that's not gonna help. Hellfire spawns. Okay, we've got the Hellfire, so I think we're gonna do this one here, because every time the Hellfire spawns, it's gonna give us a Hellborn, and that's what we want, more Hellborns. They're the easiest ones to kill, and they give us the most Aether on a kill drop. Each one of them, I think, drop 3 or 4 Aether. Yeah, see, I'm just getting Aether like crazy, and they spawn like crazy too, which is what's even better. So I feel like the changes I've made to the build is like a huge... Oh, nice. We've got 3 Aether Fiends. And we got an Aether Lord. There we go. I don't know what happened to our poison stacks, though. I don't know where all the poison went. There we go. Now we're spreading. The Aether Lords are definitely taking a little bit to kill, but that's okay because we're not time gated on this, so we're okay. Now that it'll be interesting to see what happens when I fight the Council. I did pretty well on Torment 1. I have no idea what to expect on Torment 2, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. Definitely doing a lot of damage. We got almost 400, and then we get a bunch when we kill the Council, so I think we'll just hit over 400, which I think is a really good start. With 10 waves, we can probably get maybe 450. I don't think 500 is within reach. At least I'm not able to kill the stuff quick enough to get that kind of a ratio, but let's see what happens. We're gonna ooh, that was a big crit. We're going to constantly sort of dodge evade every now and then, just so that we can keep that 100% uptime on the dodge. It's just going to help us prevent from getting one-shotted if these guys happen to cast a swipe or some sort of an attack. But we want to stand still long enough so we benefit from that hinder unstoppable buff, where we do increased damage when we're standing still, so... Essentially, we want to damage, then we want to evade, damage, evade, cast our cooldowns, cast another one. So we've got the monkey skill on cooldown. But yeah, Torment 2, these guys are not stressing me out at all. I don't think my health bar has dropped down at all, not even once. I just also haven't really been paying attention to it, but yeah, it looks like the build is pretty solid right now. Where are you, Gleb? Get back here. Come on, man. Now it is taking a little bit longer to kill, but I still feel like it's fast enough that Torment 2 is going to be the new ooh, the new minimum for me that I'm... Oh, no. I did not want to use that on the gold. That would have sucked if I didn't realize... Oh, shit. All right, fingers crossed. We get some crazy loots. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to loot along the way just in case if maybe we hit like a loot maximum for how much gear can be on the ground. It just guarantees that it's going to spawn more. I don't know if that's a thing, but we're going to pretend it is. We're going to go over here. We're going to get the spoils. I'm not worried about the gold right now. I want to get these materials for the masterworking. Right now we're sitting on 654 abductite. Now, the other ones that I've already masterworked, when you salvage those, you get all the materials back for it. So at some point, depending on which gear I decide I want to permanently keep, I'll probably salvage the other ones. Ooh, this looks so good. I'm not gonna lie. My mouth is watering and it hasn't even hit my mouth yet. Oh. Oh yeah, that hits the spot. That hits the spot. Woo! Oh, man. Oh, I was about to sneeze. Woo! Yikes. Worst time to sneeze when you got your face full of noodles. Oh, that was close. That spice gave my nose a little bit of a tickle. And then I was just like, holy shit, I'm going to sneeze. Give me. Man. Now imagine if I had my mouth full and I sneezed. That would have been even worse. Oh, man. Oh, that sneeze rocked my brain. All right, so I feel like that was a success. I almost feel ready to pull the trigger and salvage the gear and get the masterworking stats, but I think this one's perfect because it's a double GA. I feel confident with rolling that one. I don't need to salvage my other helm because I have more than enough stats for that helm to at least get the first of 3. On this one here, honestly, I hope it lands on the damage reduction. The velocity, I'm pretty sure the velocity is just movement speed, so I'm really not too worried about whether or not it's going to land on that. Where's velocity? Where are we? At least I thought it was, I thought velocity was on movement speed. Oh, velocity right here. No, it's different. So if you've dealt damage within the last 5 seconds and are moving, you generate 3 vigor per second. I mean, this one's like kind of useless for me, honestly. I can strip out points from it because we're not in a situation where we're thirsting for vigor. So because this one already gives a skill, I'm going to start to go back and scale points out of there and put them in other places where I can maximize more damage. I think Quill is already maxed out. I might put some raw points into Armored Hide to max it out. Some more points in the Seeker because right now I don't have any invested points in it. It's only rank 1 of 5. So really, if I masterwork this one, there's not a whole lot that can go wrong on it. I love movement speed. Movement speed, you can get around from one mob pad to the other more efficiently. Also, the faster you can move, the quicker you can get out of things. The damage, ultimately, the damage reduction is where I want it to land on. Damage reduction, all stats kind of helps to a certain extent, but if I land on the movement speed, it allows me to get rid of some of the other items where I do have movement speed worked into it. So let's go ahead. And because this one is already double, this one is just a single GA. This one has no GA, so I'm not really going to worry about leveling up this one or the pants right now. This one being a double GA, I don't think I'm going to get anything better than that right now for the time being. So I think I feel confident about doing this one. It looks like we've got more than enough stats to hit the first rank of 4. It goes 4, 8, and then 12. So each stage you get to, it has a chance. It has a chance to land on one of the options that are on there, and essentially it bolsters it. So you notice on this one here, those 2 are blue. That's where my masterworking landed on. Ideally, it would have been nice if it landed on the resistance. When I level up this boot to rank 12, there's a chance it could land. So essentially, if you get lucky on certain affixes that you want, you can get your masterworking all 3 to land. So if it lands on the same one twice, it glows yellow. If it lands on the same one a third time, it glows orange. So for some min-max builds, people are just re-rolling the masterwork until they can line up those synergies. I'm not at that stage, so I'm not worried about it right now. Let's go ahead and level it up to rank 4 and see what we get. Each rank you do, it does increase all affixes by 5%. And then when you hit the main 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and 3 of 3, whatever it lands on, it boosts it by 25%. So you're gonna see we're gonna go like this. 2, 3, and 4. What did we land on? What did we land on? Movement speed. I feel like I don't know how I feel about that one. I think I've got enough to roll it 8 of 12. We'll see what it lands on. If it lands on like velocity or something, I think what I'll do is I'll bite the bullet. I'll re-roll it and then see. Because the movement speed is not bad. It's just not what I would have preferred it to be on. So let's go ahead, and I don't think we have enough. But again, it already gave me +1 point to velocity, even though it didn't land on it. And it gave us 61 all res instead of the 40. So you can already see how fast you get the gains when you start masterworking the items. So yeah, I think for now I'm going to leave it as it is. I may do this one just to rank 4. I don't think I'm going to go higher than rank 4 just because, again, it's not a double GA. On these ones here, I did the maximum on this one just because this is one of my core items I want to use, and I haven't found a better one, so I just did that one to its max. Again, when I find one that's rolled a GA on it, whatever GA it rolls, I'm going to salvage this one, reuse the materials to masterwork the other one. So yeah, feeling pretty good where we're currently sitting right now. All of this stuff here, I'm going to go and salvage. None of it is going to be stuff that I'm going to keep, so I'm just going to go ahead and purge all of this.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
And we're going to go ahead and we're going to go in there and we're going to do another one. Okay, I think this time, we're going to do one of the 10s. I think I only have one 10. Yeah, we're going to do the 10. I think actually, before we do that, because I keep forgetting, I think I want to go make some incense. Just for that extra 5%. And you know what? I'm going to look at the gems too, because I think I want to get rid of the crit gems and get the overpowered gems going as well. Nope, that is not the jewel crafter. Where's the jewel crafter? The gem crafter. Where are you? Right here. I think it's a sapphire. Nope, sapphire is vulnerability. So where's the one for overpower? Ultimate damage. Nope. Not the diamond. Emerald is crit. Ruby is overpower. Yeah, so see, for the overpower gems, you get 90%. For the crit gems, you only get 48%. So it's almost double what you get for each one of these. And that's for the grand ruby. So when you look at the royal ruby, sorry, my apologies. When you look at the royal ruby, it's 40%. So you get 12% increase. It's still worth it. This one here, though, 10 million. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. So if I do that, it's going to give her overpower a bonus of 180. So that's going to bring us up to 400% overpower, which is pretty close to where we are here with the critical strike, because once we remove this out of the critical strike, it's going to reel this one down probably to like 500 or 490-ish. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to bomb the... yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make 2 of these. We're just going to... Wow, 60 Forgotten Souls? Shit, I didn't know it was going to be that many. Holy crap. Oh, that okay, maybe maybe not, chat. Let's see what 2 of these are. Yeah, for now we're gonna go this route. Only 20,000 of the ruby fragments and only 2 million gold. Right now, yeah, that's a lot of materials that I'm gonna need for masterworking. And right now, these Forgotten Souls are really hard to come by, so I really don't want to lose almost like a fourth of them just on making those gems. I want to test out these overpowered gems at the lower tier first before I pull the trigger, because again, I don't know which is the better route right now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to craft these ones here, and we're going to go ahead and unsocket these ones here, and we're going to see what we're looking here. So again, critical strike damage dropped, obviously. And we've got this in the overpower. So now we're almost at 400 overpower damage. So we're going to see what we notice as far as our damage output. I really don't know what route I want to go with the stats in here. I'm thinking I might stay with just the all stats, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the all stats. I think I'm going to stick with the all stats, and let's go ahead and repair ourselves too, just so we don't forget, because sometimes I forget. Okay, did we go and use the Infernal Horde yet, or no? Yeah, we did. Okay, so where is it? There it is. I gotta remember to talk less and eat more, otherwise this food's gonna get cold and gross. So pretty much we can guarantee that every time right before the Earthen Bulwark goes on, equips to us, is when we're going to get our overpower. So I don't really need to double check to see when I'm getting overpowers going off. And essentially we want to be casting our abilities on cooldown because of the every time per type they have. But where was it? Where was the one I was looking for? Where is it? There was something somewhere where like every time I cast like a spirit spell, I gain something. I can't remember which item it was on now. Whatever, it's not important. Okay, let's go ahead here and we'll do this one here. But yeah, ultimately, I'm not sure which is giving me the better damage output, if it's the crit damage gems or if it's the overpower right now.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
So we ended last run with almost 400. We'll see what we can end this run with. Yeah, I feel like we keep going for the Hellfire one.
Need more time. Need more time.
Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Not ready.
I feel like that Spire kind of borked us a little bit. Took a little bit longer to kill that one than it should have.
Need more time.
Oh, I forgot. No wonder I was attacking so weirdly. I don't have that extra 15% movement speed. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't figure out why stuff was dying so slow and I wasn't getting fast procs. So what I'm going to do is and I forgot to make the incense too. The whole reason why I was dicking around in town was to make the incense for the added experience. So next round, hopefully if I remember, I'll make some incense. Hellborn spawned and either Hellfire spawns. Hellborn when spawned. Hellborn grants. So every time a Hellborn is spawned, it'll spawn an extra Hellborn, which is what we want. Hellborns are easier to kill than Aether Lords, and when you keep getting these things proccing, you can essentially have like an unlimited amount of Hellborn spawns, and it's just quick, easy Aether.
Not ready. Need more time. Need more time.
Yeah, I saw a couple 100,000 plus crits in there.
Not ready yet. Not ready yet.
So that one died because we ran out of time on the timer. But we've got the Aether Fiends.
Not ready.
We've got the Hellborn out. Oh, so good. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, it tastes so good. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Oh, we got a Paragon point. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Some more eagle damage because we can never have too much eagle damage. After that one, we're gonna go over to not this node because that one is not benefiting us. I think this one is already. Yeah, we can do a bunch of dexterity in here, which is gonna increase our critical strike damage. Because we still want to synergize critical strike damage. We just want to increase the amount of overpower damage we do. Let's go here and nah, I don't want to do Soul Spires. Those ones are kind of annoying because sometimes if you don't have enough mobs spawned on the one side of the map, they just take too long to kill. The etheric masses are really easy to kill, so we're gonna boost the heck out of those. But if you were watching the stream yesterday, you will definitely see, compared to where my character was on Torment 1, we are absolutely destroying Torment 2. Absolutely destroying it. At no time have I felt, oh shit, I was about to die. Not even once. So yeah, I feel like the changes I made to the build have been extremely effective. Hopefully we get lucky and we get 9. We got 6. That's okay. That's okay. An Infernal Demon has your scent. Slay it to gain 25 Aether. What this is going to be is it's going to be the Butcher. I whooped his ass on Torment 1. I have no idea how much harder he's going to be on Torment 2. I feel like the Butcher and I have unfinished business from back in Diablo 1 days. So you know what? I think it's no longer time to turn the other cheek. I think it's time to give him a taste of his own medicine. All right, Butcher, where are you at? He's going to be here somewhere. He's going to be here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Yeah, you are fresh meat. Oh yeah, no chance, man, no chance. Oh, he did break our barrier though. He is hitting us a little bit hard, so we're gonna kite him around and we're just gonna passively kill him as we do the Aether events, because we don't want to stop the progression on this just for his 25. We want to keep spawning and keep proccing, because he's gonna eventually die anyway as we're spawning stuff and doing more damage. But yeah, I'm literally just, I'm not even moving, and he's really not making me sweat. Normally when the Butcher comes out of nowhere, he just completely wrecks face. I honestly have so much damage reduction right now. Yeah, I'm not too worried about him. This build feels so good now. And sometimes it's good to dive down that rabbit hole of how to improve and where to go from here, and that's what I've been doing for the last couple. Ooh, that poison hurt though. What I've been doing for the last couple of days, and it kind of feels like it's paid off. What do we got here? Etheric masses, or no? Hellfire spawns additional Hellborns. That's the one that we want to go for. I think I have 3 of those or 4 of those, so each Hellborn spawn is going to spawn 3 more, I believe. And it's another +1 Aether. So I think each hell spawn is going to spawn 4 Aether, and I think I have 4 hell spawns that spawn, so 16 Aether just for that every couple of seconds is pretty solid, if you ask me. We're going to go ahead and we're going to empower our Touch of Death just to get the poison stacks going, because that's what's going to help us domino effect all of these spawns and the mobs. Now, the Butcher only comes out once, so unfortunately you can't keep farming him over and over again, and I'm okay with that, because you never know how many other spawns might happen, and you could easily outscale yourself and wind up in a bit of a pickle. If you're new to the stream, welcome. My name is Athalagos. I am the XP Viking, longtime WoW, longtime Diablo player. I would say my first love is Diablo. It's the one that I've played the longest, followed up by WoW. But yeah, I love dungeon grinding. I love MMORPG style games. I've played a lot of similar things before in the past, like Black Desert and Terra and other stuff, but there's only one World of Warcraft, and it's there's a reason why I keep going back to it. Just like there's only one Diablo. Path of Exile is great. Undecember was really fun. I got into that a couple weeks ago. Grim Dawn, another one I messed around with, but there's only one Diablo. So I keep finding myself. Oh, what do we got here? Increase evade cooldown. Defeating the council grants 15 Aether. I think we're going to go for that one there. I'm not too worried about the increase evade cooldown by 2 seconds, because every time I've got a thing here where is it? I've got something where every time I attack, it reduces the cooldown of my this evade, and I'm not sure where it is. It's on my gear somewhere. Unless I rolled it off my gear somehow, but that's weird. I don't know where it went. Yeah, I have no idea where it went. That's weird. Anyways, no event. We're gonna go ahead and do that one there. See, as you can see, I have it on my gear summer because every time I'm attacking mobs, I'm instantly replenishing my cooldown. So that little debuff of increase the cooldown by 2 seconds does not affect me at all. So literally, I'm going to get a free 15 Aether when I kill the council. So yeah, little synergies like that you have to be mindful of when you're doing these kind of events. You want to maximize what you can get from them. I think a lot of people probably wouldn't even notice a little thing like that, and they might overlook it. And not realize, hey, the cooldown's not going to affect my evade because my attacks on mobs affect my evade. All right, let's hop, skip, and jump Rooney over to this one here. And we're going to hop, skip, and jump Rooney over to this one here. Yeah, there we go. So the last run we did, we had like 399, I think, Aether. We've got 2 more waves, or 1 more wave to go, and we're almost at 450. So yeah, we're doing extremely well right now. Sometimes it is a little bit of luck. You have to have the right spires that pop up to give you the right Aether options to maximize the maximum amount you can get. What do we have here? Massive spawn Aether Lord on death. Aether Lords grant an extra 3. So we're gonna go ahead and do that because we've already got 1 stack of the Aether Lords. So now each time a mass is done, 2 Aether, or I think 2 or 3 Aether Lords are going to spawn, and each one of those are going to do 6 Aether instead of 3 Aether because it's all stacking multiplicatively. I don't need to worry about killing the spawns because they're spawning fast enough. So this is the one where we're going to go to. That's the one we're going to go with. This is the last wave, so we want to make sure we juice out this wave as much as we can. Make sure the juice is ample for the squeeze. All right, let's get over here. There's our Aether Lords. And the Aether Lords we can leave up until the very end because they don't disappear and they're not time gated. Whereas these events, if you're in the middle of killing one and it runs out of the timer, then you're kind of stuffed. If I didn't have as much defense, I would probably be nervous about having multiple Aether Lords up, but honestly, I'm actually not afraid of it. I'm actually welcoming it. Oh, shit. Didn't have my hands on home row. That was weird. It was a little awkward.
Need more time.
All right, let's get over to the seating. Yeah. So we already ran out of time on things. So I think we're going to hit probably close to 550 by the time we kill the council and everything. Maybe we might get more than 550. We'll see what happens. But yeah, these These Halo Lords, honestly, normally, like, they would be doing a ton of damage. They're not doing much to me.